Okay, how about now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah! Why did it have to be so stressful at the end there?
Oh, we're live. Hey, everybody.
Let me turn down the volume. All
right, Jesus Christ. Sound off.
Did you let them know on the Twitters?
Yeah, we gotta post it.
Wait, I'll do the Geek That Was music. Do 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 do.
Right, apparently, I'm not getting my headphones. I'm here.
Did we do it?
No, yeah, we're live. We're live right now.
Oh no!
We've been live the entire time.
Hey!
All right, I just tweeted out.
Tweet out. Hi, everyone who's in here. We are getting our shit together. Love you, guy. How do you pronounce your name, Laudru? I've wanted to know this. All right.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. So, hi everybody. Thanks for joining us. Very special live, The Geek That Was. It is live because where are you, Alyssa?
Yeah, I'm in Connecticut right now. I'm not on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. So visiting my family. We gotta fix the sound situation.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm gonna grab my headphones. Be right back, guys. Just hang tight for 2 seconds.
In the meanwhile, you can talk to me. Hey, Kathy Sue's in the house. Hey, lady. Miss you. Hey, Xander. Nice to see you. Thank you. I try to work on my pronunciation for screen names. It's very important in this day and age. Thank you guys for joining. So Alyssa is out of town, but we tried to film earlier this week, and a lot of stuff happens, a lot of technical difficulties. Claire is moving, so didn't have anyone to hold up our teleprompter. It got very complicated, very silly, and we were like, "There's so much good geek news this week. It's a cornucopia of geek news this week. It's kind of ridiculous." So we thought, hey, why not? We haven't done a live stream in a while, and here we are. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for joining. I'm very happy to mention you. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to talk about the news real quick. Oh no. Rachel, why can't you join us? Hi, Dustin. Thanks for joining us. Cute. I don't see you.
I'm so confused right now. Sorry. Rachel's on here, but it says blocked by chat.
Okay, yeah, she says it's working. She says it's working now.
Okay, good.
Okay. As we were saying, oh, I like your headphones. It's very lay of you. Is the sound any better?
Yeah, no, it was just like echoing back and forth and driving me crazy. So we're good.
So where's Caboose? I think the people want to know.
Oh, I don't know where he is. He has been escaping our house.
Caboose on the loose.
So we have two cats, Sheila and Caboose, and Sheila is an outdoor cat because she was feral and we found her and she just decided to come into our lives and live with us. And Caboose we adopted from a shelter and he is an indoor cat. We've only ever had indoor cats, and Sheila has been our only outdoor cat, and the only reason is because she came from the outside world and she cannot be tamed. But Caboose wants to go outside so bad. And so he's figured out that the screen door on our porch does not latch totally, and that if he
too smart.
If he pushes his paws on the bottom, he can open it or squeeze his fat body out of that little crack. And so I literally watched him do it this morning. I was sitting there staring at him, and he's just like trying to sneak his little fat chunk through this little door, and then he just got out there and stood there. I'm like, what are you gonna do now?
That was his end game.
That was it. Yeah, he just wanted to make sure that he could get out. Oh, Kevin's bringing Caboose in here.
Oh, good. Good. Caboose.
He's here. The escape artist. Oh, okay. No, you have to say. You have to come say hi. You have to.
This is our normal Geek That Was programming, as you can see.
Caboose, you have to say hi. You have to. I know.
Thanks.
I know. What did you say?
Flip! Flips to the house. Hi, Flip. It won't just be cat hour, I promise. Although my cat will probably make an appearance. Hey, Caboose!
He's here. He's got a lot to say.
Geek ladies with cats. Who'd have thought?
He has a lot to say. What do you think about Rogue One, Caboose? Is it gonna be good? He's like, I don't care. I don't know what this is about. I would like to go escape to the outside world.
Caboose is a Star Trek fan. Caboose.
Now I got hair all over my computer.
Wait, so to start with the geek news, I've got something especially for you. This knowledge that you should know.
What is it?
And okay, it's a one word. Is it a hyphenate or is it 2 words? But it rhymes with a bum bum. And it's something you collect. Or is it Tsum Tsum? Damn it, I ruined everything.
I did hear there's going to be a Marvel Tsum Tsum comic. People have been sending me this link, and I don't understand, but I'm in.
Okay, so here's the full scoop. So here's the plot. And it's Tsum Tsum, right?
Yeah, Tsum Tsum.
Okay, so the Tsum Tsums are being sent to the Collector, played by Benicio del Toro in Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's collecting them like you. And they're sentient and they're alive and they think they're the normal Marvel characters. They think they're Captain America Tsum Tsum and they think they're Hulk Tsum Tsum. And they meet the real one, so they have this sort of identity crisis. And that's basically the plot. That's all I know at this point.
What? The Tsum Tsums think that they're the real guys?
Yeah, they don't know that they're little fluffy sausage people.
I mean, yeah. They're real to me, so I would understand why in their little fluffy minds why they would think that too. So
And every time you leave the room you think they moved and they're like, Alyssa's coming.
Oh, I know that they do that. They're mysterious creatures.
What is I want to know what their innards look like. Like, are they just like sausage-filled things?
Well, they have stuffing and then they have little beans in them. I have one of the.
So they're like Beanie Babies. They really are the new Beanie Babies.
Oh yeah, no, totally. So this is one of the medium ones.
Oh my god, that's huge. That's medium?
Yeah.
Oh my god, stop it.
And so he's mostly stuffing, but he's got some beans right in here. A little pack of beans.
Just full of beans.
And then the small ones, yeah, they have some stuffing like right in this part, and then they got all the beans down here. So this is Nick from Zootopia.
It's like Zootopia. Fun fact, all around Europe, they don't call it Zootopia. It's Zootropolis in Europe.
What? I heard there were some weird international names and that certain parts of the movie changed depending on what part of the world you were in. Like the news reporters were all different. There were different animals depending on what country you were seeing the movie in.
Oh, whoa. Because they didn't think like an ostrich would play in Scandinavia. That would be absurd.
Yeah, there's like a Canadian one. I forget what all the animals corresponded to, but like clearly you would not understand this news segment unless the animal corresponded with your country.
It would be terribly confusing. It'd be anarchy. I'd be totally lost. If I'm in Canada, I want to see a beaver or a moose. Tell me my news.
I think the moose was Canada, and also I think the moose represented all of North America.
That's globalism. I was going to say that's racism, but that doesn't make any sense. That's speciesism. Zootopia was such a great movie.
I loved it. I saw it twice. I saw it 2 days in a row. I saw it with some of my friends without Mike, and then he was upset. And then as I was watching it, I was like, I probably should have brought Mike. So then literally the next day, I went to go see it with him.
It's something you can. It's definitely great for repeat viewing. I think it's going to be over the top of the year.
Yeah, no, I can't wait for it to come out so I can just put it on repeat in my DVD player.
Whenever we go out, I'm going to bring an iPad just so you can watch it. Alyssa's just going to get feisty if I don't.
I wish we were on the same screen right now. I keep flipping back and forth between us, but let us know in the comments how this is looking, if it's okay. I'm flipping back and forth between Charley and I and flipping over to the comments, so I hope this isn't too jarring for you guys.
If you have a possibility of seizures, keep watching, but just open one eye and then close one eye. That works. Jessica, thanks for joining us. Rachel, thanks for joining us. Xander, thanks for joining us. Wadrup, thanks for joining us. Flip, you're awesome. Thanks for joining us. Flip is one of our long-term viewers and is awesome. Next news item.
Oh, we got Liz Vega in here. We got Nasty. We got everybody.
It's actually Kathy Sue. It's Kathy Sue and
on Liz's thing.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing, I don't know if you did you watch Battlestar Galactica when it was on the remake?
Yeah.
Reboot.
I watched it a couple summers ago. I watched the whole thing.
Of course, that's a conversation for another day. But I think this is really cool news. This is swoon-worthy news to me. So Ronald D. Moore, who was like the creator showrunner, and he's doing Outlander now, is now signing on with Bryan Cranston of Breaking Bad to bring Philip K. Dick stories to the world. What? Like this sort of Black Mirror-esque Philip K. Dick show for, I think, BBC 4?
That sounds awesome.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that. I'm really curious what stories they're going to choose.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. This is not related to that, but I was just thinking about Battlestar Galactica. I saw Edward James Olmos. Me and my brothers and my family met him in Disney World. He was reading the Christmas story in the Candlelight Processional in Disney World, and he was, like the main guy. So we went and I think he signed our little books or something, but yeah, his voice is just great.
Were you just like, and to all a good night, and you're like, so say we all?
Well, at the time I wasn't a Battlestar fan, so I think I was like 12 or something, and I don't remember what year that was.
Oh, this was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while. My dad knew who he was, and he was like, you guys need to go say hi to him.
That's so cute. So like retroactively, like you could
then when I watched the show, I was like, yeah, I met that guy. He read me the Christmas story.
That's so cool. So other thing, did you ever watch Peggy Carter?
No, I didn't.
Peggy?
I didn't. So as soon in the new Captain America, I was like, well, now everything is ruined for me. So,
but twice
missed that entire boat. I missed the whole thing.
Do you think they were foreshadowing? Do you think the movie do you think the Russo brothers knew, like, oh, this is the end of Peggy. We're gonna give Peggy like this small bit of ending that she's not gonna get for her show?
Well, here's my thing. I don't understand the Marvel timeline at all at this point. I'm very lost. It is partly due to the fact that I've fallen asleep during every single movie that has come out. I'm trying to think. I think I saw the first Avengers. I've seen that 2 or 3 times. Second, Ultron, fell asleep and have not gone back. So Vision, I don't understand what he's about. Everyone loves him. I don't get it.
A lot of people who are awake though.
Yeah, so I don't feel as bad because like it seems like even though I fell asleep, I'm still on the same page as a lot of people that are also very confused. So I'm like, am I missing that much? Yes, but not that much.
Well, the funny thing is, you and I, if this were a normal Geek That Was, we were going to talk about Civil War as our big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's topsy-turvy. We can talk about Civil War right now.
Please, has everyone in the comments seen it? Are we going to be spoiling stuff if Charley literally spoils the movie and explains to me what happened? Are you guys going to be upset? I guess that's my question now.
I'll keep spoilers to a super, super minimum, as would befit a superhero movie. and say, okay, so Vision, we can explain Vision real quick.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, here, explain what happened in Ultron, because I think that at least that'll clear some things up for me, and that at least catch me up to pre-Civil War. I also the previous Captain America, I mostly know what happened, but I missed the end, and I vaguely get the Hydra stuff vaguely, but I also don't at all.
Get through Winter Soldier.
Okay, here's what I have seen of that movie is that gay running scene in the beginning like 8 times. So all I know is that Captain America and the other dude are totally gay and they're in love, and that's what I've taken from that movie.
Yeah, I mean, they just sit around and Steve braids Bucky's hair, and it's really cute.
And they just run together, and yeah.
And they run to Brooke. Really, really sweet. Jesus Christ. So, end of Winter Soldier, things you need to know. S.H.I.E.L.D. was momentarily dismantled.
I also have missed the entirety of the S.H.I.E.L.D. show. All the shows, I don't know what happened.
S.H.I.E.L.D. got, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got a lot better. You have to wait through a lot of crappy episodes for it to get watchable. Mm-hmm. I feel bad saying that because I know someone who writes for it. He's great. I love him. So S.H.I.E.L.D. was momentarily down because Hydra infiltrated, and they were pulling the strings, and it was a compromised organization. And Steve finds out that the Winter Soldier is Bucky, and Bucky's still alive, and he's running around, and he's an assassin for, I think they made him Hydra assassin in the MCU, but in the comics, it's more like a shady, like KGB type operation, and it's not exactly affiliated. In most of them, there might be some issues that aren't. Anyway, this is important. Age of Ultron, things you need to know. Tony, instead of Hank Pym, creates this robot named Ultron, and he's supposed to be a help to mankind. And wouldn't you know it, wants to kill all humans. It's his main operative because we're ruining everything. Very Matrix logic.
As we do.
And his decision of how to kill us all is to take the country of, which is not on any Rand McNally map, made up country, where they've decided Quicksilver and his sister, Scarlet Witch, who is one of my favorite characters in all of Marvel, and she's really, really great in Civil War. Anyway, so he takes all of Sokovia, and he brings it up in the air, and he wants to like crash it like it was a enormous comet to obliterate mankind. Does not succeed, ends up killing a ton of Sokovians, and the superheroes do as well. Even though they saved the day, a lot of Sokovians died, and that kind of tees up Civil War because government's like, oh my god, we have these nuclear weapons in costumes running around. We need to regulate them. And Tony's like, yes, we do. I have blood on my hands because he was an arms dealer too. This is very long, and I'm sorry, but I'm trying to.
No, I'm catching up, and I think we're helping some people in the comments. We got Jessica, we got Rachel, JDork24, Ladroop. Who else is in here? Xander. Yeah, everyone's saying like explain away. So.
Okay, cool. Yay.
Say hi to everybody, and yeah, that we're all good.
We're all good. Okay, so they create the Sokovia Accords, which in the comics is the oh my god, not Resignation Act. It's the I'm sorry, I'm still on Pacific Coast time, so my brain's not quite awake yet. Okay, so doesn't matter. It's Sokovia Accords. Captain America's like, no, he's a libertarian. He's like, no government oversight. Sometimes we need to go in and kick ass. And in the movie, when they go to kick ass in Lagos, they end up killing a lot of Wakandians, which sets up Black Panther.
Are those guys real?
The Wakandians?
Yeah, is that a real place?
Is not a real place. It's a real place in here.
Okay. All right then.
So Wakanda is where vibranium is from, and vibranium is what Captain Shield is made out of. It's like a really super indestructible metal.
Wait, what's called?
Vibranium.
Okay. And that Ultron's made of that, and the Shield is made of that.
Yes.
And
hey,
I'm catching on. Is there other stuff that is made of that? And also, what does that mean?
Well, vibranium is one of those wonderful comic book tropey names. Just like Avatar did the unobtainium.
Right. You can't obtain it, you guys.
So vibranium has like some part of its strength is like kind of a sonic thing, so it's like vibrating vibranium. But anyway, they tee up Black Panther because Black Panther gets his own movie. Oh, and that goes into news because in the news, Michael B. Jordan is joining a Black Panther movie, and that's super cool.
That's awesome. Oh, Xander is saying Bucky's arm is made of that too.
Thank you. Yeah, Bucky's arm is also made of vibranium. It's super powerful and looks snazzy. So I think it's Black Panther's suit they're saying is vibranium. I don't know if that's in the comics at all. It would make sense if it was, but in the comics it looks more like a skin-tight fabric situation and not the metal that they did, and looks really badass in Civil War. You guys should know, you listeners should know, and you guys should know, I think Civil War is better than both Avengers movies. I think it's that good, which is why you need to stay away.
I know. Well, Mike said that it was okay, and I love the first Avengers, but it also was like so different from anything else that had come out then, and I feel like it just like captured lightning in a bottle. And then the second one, everyone said was just like meh, but I guess I should watch before I make up an opinion.
The first one, is classic. The first one is, I mean, I love Joss Whedon. It had all the tropes I love about Joss Whedon. The second one took his thing, his shtick, and like did it to such a exaggerated degree that it was annoying. Mm-hmm. And it overshadowed what was going on in the movie, and it didn't work out. But this really, like, it juggles all these characters, and you don't feel like you've had too little time with anybody. You get the new characters, so they introduce Black Panther in this, and help me out, commenters, who else do they introduce in this that is completely new? I'm blanking. And I don't want to talk about the fight scene, because I don't want to spoil it, but it's one of the best fight scenes we've seen in any movie. My favorite okay, do you have a favorite Marvel movie, or are you conked out through a lot of them?
Well, here, my favorite Marvel movie is Guardians of the Galaxy, like hands down.
100%.
I've seen that movie like 5 times. I listened to that soundtrack multiple times a day. So if everything was Guardians of the Galaxy, that's what I would want, because that makes sense. It's a fun time. I love all the characters, and everyone's great. That's what I want.
It's on another level. I think Guardians is like it's a standalone film in a way that none of the other ones are or could be, and it's so fun, and the characters are so real and relatable. Even though it's a raccoon climbing on a giant tree, it's still like emotional, and it's so good. But I would put this right beneath it. That's how much I liked it.
So you're saying Guardians and then Civil War, or you're putting Civil War then Guardians?
Guardians, Civil War.
Oh, wait, do that again. I switched back to you.
Okay. Guardians, Civil War. It's like there's a gap. I think Guardians is that good. Civil War, maybe Avengers, Iron Man are really close to each other, like the first Iron Man.
I do. I love Iron Man, the first one.
You couldn't hear it, but Dustin was like, first Iron Man. He just wanted to be heard.
Yeah, I think the problem with all the sequels and just like the first ones, they get that right because they have a mission when it seems like when they put the first movie together, like, okay, like here's all we have to do to get everybody into the story. And then with every sequel, they just totally screw Entry Point and screw everybody who doesn't remember every detail or doesn't, totally know what's going on. And I know you can't, rehash everything every single movie, but I feel like the sequels especially just aren't as accessible to every audience, and like even someone like me who's been like vaguely following along and like is generally a fan, but like I don't remember every single thing that's ever happened, and I just felt like totally lost, and like even if I like the beginning of I saw the beginning of Civil War, and they immediately jumped into like all this stuff, and it's like, well, I'm already this behind, so time for nap.
I can understand that. I mean, I think Marvel really, really rewards viewership. If you collect all the issues of the MCU, you're going to be more equipped to understand what's going on and hit in a way that is not if you miss one. Even though you can definitely miss Iron Man 2 because it's a garbage movie that should be put on a bonfire somewhere, and we should all forget it ever happened.
But I've seen all of the Iron Mans. I stayed awake for that. I watched Iron Man 3 recently, and that was whatever. It was fine, I guess.
A lot of people didn't like what they did with the Mandarin, but I
thought it was weird. But what do you think?
I really liked it because Mandarin is such a complicated character to bring into the modern era because he's kind of racist, which is going to be fascinating to see how Doctor Strange does it. I mean, I know how Doctor Strange did it. They hired Tilda Swinton and was like, nope, he's not an Asian man. It's fine. So, and Iron Fist. Similarly, Iron Fist. Iron Fist, I think people really wanted to see them do a whole new Iron Fist where he's not this sort of Aryan nation blonde man who goes to Tibet and like learns kung fu. Like, I think people really wanted a character who was an Asian who starred in his own show, but that's not gonna happen, and it's sad. And I wish that at some point.
So wait, can we go back to the Mandarin for a second, because I do want to kind of I don't understand who the character was supposed to be. I know that people were upset, so maybe could you give us a little overview of
So, Jessica, I want to say hi to your friend Beth, but we're going to get back to it. It's okay. Rachel, totally fine.
Yeah, guys, don't worry about the comments. Hi, Jessica. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jessica. Hi, Beth. We're going to talk about the Mandarin. So in the comics, the Mandarin is like total Fu Manchu, like stereotypical Chinese man. And in Iron Man 3, they kind of sidestep that and they cast Ben Kingsley. And I think most of you are like, ooh. He's partly like an East Asian man. He's partly Indian, but he's not really any sort of Chinese descent.
So the character originally in the comics was supposed to be Chinese, but but was that iteration of it? Was it like a racist character? Is that like kind of what the okay?
He was 100%. Like, I mean, he was an interesting character, but a lot of the Marvel universe was created in a time where that was kind of appropriate. That sort of yellow fever stereotyping nonsense.
Guys, remember when you could be racist and that was fine? Wasn't it great?
Well, you still can, but there's Tumblr who's going to make your life a living hell, thank God.
Deal with it.
Oh, I just heard about this, sorry, super tangent. I heard about this sorority who made shirts that had like a black man eating watermelon and behind them sharecrop, like guys doing crops, like cotton crops. And the university was like, no, you can't have that on your formal shirts. Why would you want to for your dance formal shirts? And they're like, nah, we're just gonna like do it. And like, N-word, and I hope those bitches get expelled. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Mandarin. So they did this, I think it's interesting. So the Mandarin became a fraud. He's this actor who's playing the character of the Mandarin. So that offers up, like, maybe if they want to bring the Mandarin into the MCU, they kind of could. Like, there might be a real Mandarin out there, but the one we met is an actor playing the Mandarin, and there's more seedy dealings underneath him, which I thought that was interesting. I thought that was a good sidestepping of something that's a little controversial. Mm-hmm. Your results may vary.
So people were kind of offended anyway, just because I guess they could have turned that character into something else, and they were like, well, Ben Kingsley though, so
yeah. I think people thought it was weak, like pop out.
Yeah, that's kind of the consensus.
It worked for me. I don't know. But other Civil War news. Kevin Feige, who I think it's Kevin Feige, because I always confuse it with Paul Feig, who's doing Ghostbusters. Kevin Feige's in control of the MCU. It could be Fiji. Who knows? I can buy it. He announced to the public that they are seriously considering a Black Widow standalone franchise.
What? That'd be cool. Even Black Widow is not my favorite character, though. I have to say, she's not that exciting to me. Even though I like ScarJo and I like the concept of, can we please just have a female superhero movie? But I know she's not a favorite of Mike's either. But what are your thoughts there?
I mean, speaking of Age of Ultron, I really, really didn't like what they did in Age of Ultron, and then they kind of pushed romance on her.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, I remember that part.
It just came out of nowhere. There's no setup for it. I mean, I love Joss, but a thing that I know of Joss's telling of the Avengers, and I think one of the reasons he jumped off the franchise and he's not going to direct another one, is he kind of doesn't believe in the cumulative watching thing. Mm-hmm. So he does things that are standalone, and because of that, it came out of nowhere, and it was like, oh, I guess they're boning now, or they want to bone.
And he just meant to use that as a plot device for that specific movie, not thinking of the ultimate like combination of all of these things fitting into this universe that we're all supposed to be following and like tracking all of these details. And it's like, obviously we're gonna, hang on to that thing because hopefully that thread, they're all supposed to be woven together. And if we're supposed to believe that all of this fits together, then throwing something like that in there, what are you supposed to do with that?
You know what I just realized?
Yeah.
I realized the other character that was introduced in Civil War that we didn't talk about that I couldn't remember because I need more mimosas. Okay, wait. I gotta go off camera for this.
Okay.
Oh, Spider-Mans!
I liked him.
Spider-Mans?
Yeah, I saw him show up. I liked him. I thought he was a little cutie.
Total cutie.
How old is that kid? He's like 15 or something, right?
He's a fetus. Mini fetus man. No, I think he's under 18. I think he's a legit teenager. Finally. Yeah. Peter Parker's a teenager, finally. Love it. I can't wait to see his movie. Mm-hmm. I'm down with a hot Aunt May, which they did not, shy away from mentioning. Aunt May was way too young and hot to be what everyone thinks of as Aunt May, but go get down with your bad self, Aunt May.
Yeah, after Uncle Ben's out of the picture, who knows? Who knows what she's up to? She's on the prowl.
Who's gonna be Uncle Ben in the flashbacks? It's gonna be fucking Brad Pitt or something. It'd be very strange. But with ScarJo, with Black Widow, okay, yeah, I think everyone wants a standalone female superhero. I am just beside myself wanting to see Captain Marvel immediately, and I forgot where that is in the order of releases. But they took away Inhumans from the list, so they have a gap, and I assume that's where Black Widow is going.
Wait, what?
My hope is that it's going to be a spy thriller. Like, if it's a spy thriller, I think they can make her more interesting. If she's against supernatural beings, then...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess my problem with Black Widow is just, like, with all of the other guys fighting, and they all literally, like, have, like, magic shit and whatever, and, like, are super powerful, and, like, Mike even mentioned, like, everyone's shooting at her, and she's just like, ooh, getting out of the way, and, like, everyone else is like, magic shield, like other magic shit, and she's just like avoiding it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, she has a little more going for her than someone like Hawkeye, who...
Oh yeah, he sucks.
I mean, the funny thing is his current comic incarnation is really, really, really good.
Oh,
so
really?
If you wanted to make a movie out of that comic, I think it'd be really fucking great. Like Kate Burton's in it, and Kate's great. Pizza Dog, I would love to see on the screen.
What is Pizza Dog?
Oh, Pizza Dog's their dog, and he likes pizza.
He's just a normal dog that likes pizza?
Pizza.
All right, I'm
in. Panels.
That's all I need to hear.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Is Spider-Man Homecoming the name of the new MCU, or is that an issue coming in?
That's his movie, right? That's coming out.
That's his movie. Where is he coming home to?
They shouted out Homecoming like 100 times, right?
Huh?
Wasn't Homecoming like the name of their secret mission or something in Civil War? They like shouted out weirdly, and then someone mentioned like, "Oh, isn't that like Spider-Man's movie coming out? Like, why would they make Homecoming the name of something else too? Unless it was supposed to be like a weird like foreshadowing thing."
What if it's just Spider-Man Goes to Homecoming?
Dude, I would watch it.
He's like really nervous. He makes like a Spider-Man corsage, webbing corsage. Sinister Six are playing as the band, like they're on the keyboards. I'd totally watch that movie. There is so much good news that I don't know if we'll get to all of it. I don't have much to say about this, to be honest, but Disney canceled Disney Infinity. Did you know that?
No, that's the game, right?
So that's the game with all the things that Disney own are in this game. Mm-hmm. It's based on like tangible
toys, right?
Yeah, you get tangible toys, and you put the toy on the system, and it takes the information that's embedded in there, and you can play with that character.
So then you never version of like Amiibos and all that stuff.
Exactly. So they're done. They're discontinuing. There's going to be one coming out for Finding Dory and one coming out for Alice Through the Looking Glass, which I hope Through the Looking Glass rots in hell. We'll never talk about it again. I just Tim Burton.
Why? Everyone's over Alice in Wonderland. Like, everyone likes the concept of it, and no one wants to see it anymore. Like, we don't need to rehash this another time with even more whimsy. Like, what else is left to be whimsified here?
We need more CG choking us with, like, poorly rendered abandon. It's just so gross. The thing that's sad for me, and this is a lesson to all of you out there who want to get tattoos of something you love, is I have an Alice in Wonderland tattoo on my back. And every time I look at it now, I'm just sad.
Oh no, that's the worst. You should take a picture of that, send that to the studio, and be like, "Stop ruining this for me."
The funny thing with my tattoo is that it's the Cheshire Cat. Mm-hmm. I was obsessed with the Cheshire Cat when I was a teenager, and I got it. I got it when I was like not quite 18, mm-hmm. and it's so faded now that it looks like the Cheshire Cat has faded into the tree.
He's slowly disappearing, and all that will be left is a smile.
Just a smile / a figure that looks like a fish. Yeah, just Tim Burton. I used to be, speaking of obsessed, Tim Burton was the best. Mm-hmm. And I pray to all of my heathen gods that one day they will strip him of a budget and he has to just concentrate on a story that he's excited about.
Isn't he directing another Disney movie? Didn't we just talk about that the other week?
Well, I know that. Oh, this is funny. I was going to mention this on Geek That Was this week, so it was good to mention it here. He had a conversation with Winona and Michael Keaton about Beetlejuice 2.
I just saw that. I looked up his filmography, and it says Beetlejuice 2 executive producer announced. So I guess that's happening.
Well, the thing that he said that made my heart start to beat again after it flatlined was that he doesn't want to do it unless it's the right story because, quote, Beetlejuice is not really up for a franchise. It was not made to be a sequel, mm-hmm. but if we have a good story. But I want him to just, like, kind of keel over and die after it was not meant to be a franchise, and then we'll remember him fondly from here on out for not touching fucking Beetlejuice again because it's perfect and great, and he should stop. He should stop. Everyone should stop. The remakes need to stop.
I know. Well, here's what Beetlejuice 2 should be. It should just be the jump in the line scene for 2 hours. That's what I would watch. It's just everyone repeat, just like, shake, shake, shake. And that's the whole, and they're eating dinner and floating around for 2 hours.
Yes.
That's it.
100% yes. Or it's just everyone gets to sit down and watch the cartoon from the night.
I also watched that. I was a big Beetlejuice fan.
Absolutely. Lydia was so cool. She's one of those like holy like spooky girl trinity people, like Wednesday Addams and the Nancy from the Craft. Geek news. They say the Craft sequel is going to be more of a sequel than a reboot. So we'll get the old Kevin back together. Wait, what? No. I've never seen
No. Tell me.
Like, I'm offended on a personal level.
Wait, okay, so here's the thing, though. Like, any movies before 1998, I mostly missed.
I mean, I know, like, you guys don't need to know our ages whatsoever, but she is younger than me. Not by a hell of a lot, but, like, it's the Craft.
Well, hold on, let me look it up. Mike gets offended every single day by the things I haven't seen. He's only 4 years older than me, but that's, like, enough of a gap that, like, I was 96, so I just missed it. And it's also R, so that's why, honestly, that's why I didn't see it. Yeah.
Aaron Faust has let us know that you can watch the Jump in the Line scene for 2 hours on YouTube.
Are you serious? I literally will go turn that on. That's my favorite.
Oh my God, Rhea! No,
scene.
Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter should not play the new dead couple. It should just not exist.
Oh my God.
And anyway, they divorced, so I don't think she's going to be in any more movies from here on out.
Who's not?
Helena Bonham Carter and Tim Burton divorced,
Oh, right.
so I don't think she's going to be his muse anymore.
Oh.
Just they had to fight about who gets custody over Johnny Depp. That's not my joke, but it's a great joke.
That's funny.
But The Craft, Alyssa, we need to watch The Craft.
Okay, we can watch it. What's it about?
It's about a coven of high school witches.
Okay, I'm in.
And so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I growing up only watched Disney movies for the most part. And even like PG-13 was pushing it for a while. And then I don't remember the first R movie that I saw, but I was of age when I saw an R movie. I did not watch any movies I was not allowed to watch before the specific MPA rating age limit.
One of my first R-rated movies, I don't know if it was my first, do you remember Basketball?
No, what is that?
South Park guys did this movie called Basketball, where it was Matt and Trey live acting. I think Jenny McCarthy's in it too. And they create a new sport that's a combination of baseball and basketball, but also really stupid, like gross out humor things. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I barely remember it.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember what the first one I saw was. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man. I can't believe you haven't seen The Craft. That
Okay, well when I get back we can watch it.
Definitely. Other news we haven't talked about. Ooh, have you been to Harry Potter Wizarding World yet?
No, I haven't. That's another thing I need to do. My parents have been to the one in Florida. They went for their anniversary one without the kids, so me and my brothers have not been. And I have not been to the California one yet.
Oh my God. Yeah. I want to go tomorrow. I think that's happening. And if so, I will report back. But I bring it up because this computer programmer kind of hacked into the code. Mm-hmm. He hacked into the code. Mm-hmm. The website of Pottermore and kind of early released the names, we think, of the Ilvermorny North America houses. Wizard houses. Ooh. So have you heard the names?
No.
The alleged names are Horned Serpent, mm-hmm. Thunderbird, mm-hmm. which obviously everyone would want to be in Thunderbird. Who would be in Thunderbird? Wampus.
Ooh.
And Puckwudgie.
What?
Puckwudgie.
Isn't that the new Pokemon starter? What is that? What is that little seal guy's name?
I don't know. I choose you, Pukwudgie.
What about, you missed it?
Oh, it's like the Pokemon's name is like Popoy, or it's with a P.
Flaplu or something.
It's the sound made on the toilet. Our So, okay, so in my opinion, these are all super silly.
Yeah, no.
I heard someone say, so I'm going to steal the joke, but I don't know who to credit to, but they were like, the names are as if there are two Hufflepuffs.
That's true. What is it?
It's Wampus and Pukwudgie.
Wampus.
It's funny. If you got, okay, I'll send you the link. I'll post the link. There's a show called Greg the Bunny with Seth Green, and it was this like dirty puppet show that was on IFC for a little bit, or Fox at IFC. And they had a character at the end of their series before they were canceled called the Wampus.
Uh-huh.
And he's this monster character, like he's based off Cookie Monster, but he's deranged. And he lives in a dumpster, and he eats cocaine, and it's hysterical.
He eats cocaine. Nice. Good. Oh, Xander and Rhea are telling me that it's Papilio. Papilio.
Papilio. Papilio make you the pizza.
A spicy meatball.
Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up on Pokemon. I used to be all up on Pokemon because of Smosh. When I was working for Smosh, like if you didn't know about Pokemon, you would immediately be fired. I think they'd actually like put you out into the middle of the office and like totally berate you.
No, they just released the Sun and Moon starter Pokemon, the new guys. I like the Fire Cat, and I like the little owl guy. I forgot what their names are. Let me look them up.
Owl guy?
Oh my god, yeah, he's so cute. It's a little leaf owl. He has like a little leaf thing for a little bow tie, and it's a cute little owl face. And then it's a black cat that has like fiery whiskers.
Oh my god.
And then Papilo is a little seal with like a big cartoon nose.
Well, that's precious.
Yeah, they're pretty cute. And I'm probably gonna play this game even though I am 25 years old, but you know what? Whatever.
It's okay. It's you know, we're in arrested development for the rest of our lives. We're gonna be eternal children, old people playing video games. I don't know, cataracts and carpal tunnel. That's our future. It's gonna be fine. I welcome that future. Just like I welcome Transition. The Assassin's Creed trailer I thought was phenomenal, except for the Kanye music. Have you watched it yet?
No, I'm not an Assassin's Creed guy, but tell me.
So it's the same crew who did the recent Macbeth movie. So,
okay.
Right? It's Michael Fassbender, Marion Cotillard, and the director of that Macbeth movie, and it looks amazing. Yeah. It looks like it might break the curse of video games.
Nice. Wait,
I'm excited.
What was the trailer that people were all upset about? Was it the Call of Duty one where they like go to space now or something? Did you hear about that?
No. What?
There's some. I think it's Call of Duty. Guys in the comments, if you know what I'm talking about, please chime in here. Let me just look really quick.
I'd be fascinated to know.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Yeah, there's like a whole ton of people upset about the trailer because I guess Call of Duty is all like accurate to life or a war. I don't know, whatever.
Like with Nazis.
But I guess they go to space in the new one, and it's like the trailer has gotten like infinitely downvoted and disliked, just like one of those like dislike army videos. So that's my vague report on that.
This is my rude gesture on that. Like, I don't like Call of Duty, and to totally generalize a population, a lot of the people who play Call of Duty are kind of trolls. Like, they can be hysterical, but they're pretty trolly people. So they're kind of hard to please. Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Ladroop is asking us, what's your all-time favorite video game?
Final Fantasy VI. Next question.
I've not played any Final Fantasy games, but
you can borrow my Super Nintendo and you can play. It's 3 America, 6 in Japan, and it has the best story of any game of all time. It's like, for me, it's Final Fantasy 3/6, which is the same game. Then Chrono Trigger. So these are both Super Nintendo games. And then maybe, I don't know, Ocarina of Time?
I haven't played it. I am very behind. I love Zelda, and I really have only played some of the newer games because we had some of the other games, but they're my brother's, and I was not allowed to touch them. Especially what's the one where it's like there's a time limit on the game? That's not Ocarina of Time, is it? The scary moon.
Is it? You think it's Twilight Princess?
No, I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not doing a good job explaining anything tonight.
In Twilight Princess.
But anyway, my favorite games are Animal Crossing. You guys know that. And Professor Layton is one of my favorite series. It's like a puzzle game for Nintendo DS. That's pretty much where I play everything, is on my DS. We had an N64 growing up, and then we had PS2 and PS3, and mostly those were my brother's games. So I've played the Nintendo DS.
DS is a great format. There's been a lot, like, if you want to play Final Fantasy, maybe they could play on your DS. Final Fantasy Tactics is great.
It's good?
It's great. It's a little, it can get repetitive, but I think it's still worth it.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say?
Xander even said, I think Alyssa's favorite is any Animal Crossing game. Oh, and they're all...
Did someone call you out?
Yeah, he was like, I think that's Alyssa's favorite before I even said it. And then they're saying Majora's Mask is the game that I was talking about. So thank you. That is what I was talking about.
That's the one Zelda game I have never played. I have never played Majora's Mask. I've played everything up till the Skyward Sword one, but I never played Majora's.
Skyward Sword is the one that I did play all the way through, and it was like a year after, like over a year after it was out, and like both my brothers had played it and were over it, and I was allowed to play that one.
Was this your experience with Skyward Sword? Because this was mine. So every time you had to like lift it skyward, you would just get more and more like whatever about the gesture. Like at first you're like, yeah,
yes,
and then you're like, yeah, and then you're just like, just do it.
I kept getting frustrated with the little lady that follows you all around, and she's like asking you all the time stupid things, or like coming out for no reason to be like, hi, I have nothing to tell you.
Bitches be like that, though. Am I right?
Rachel says her brothers didn't let her play their games either. I know how it is. My brother's watching this downstairs right now, so I'm not gonna talk too much crap about brothers. But
is he gonna give you a nutty if like you talk too much trash?
Well, they're younger than me, so they really shouldn't even be pushing me around. But they know what they're up to.
You can boss them around. Are you the oldest? Did I not know that?
Oh yeah, I'm the oldest. I have two younger brothers.
I'm the baby by a lot. Oh. Like all my siblings are a lot older than me. So when my brother was in college, I was in junior high playing his video games. So I got all of his video games. I didn't have to share with anybody.
Nice.
But I got his Super Nintendo, and I got his Nintendo, and I got his N64. And then he took away his N64, and I couldn't play GoldenEye with my friends anymore.
Oh, they're telling me Navi is the name of the character.
Hey,
I wish you guys were always here to be when I'm just like, that thing, and then everyone's like, here's the answer.
I don't remember Navi being in Skyward Sword. Navi was like a ocarina.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Guys, you're wrong. It's the blue one with the she has her whole head is blue. So not Navi, the little fairy light.
Everyone knows that.
But the blue face lady.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I failed you.
I played that so long ago, I don't remember. It's hard to keep it all together. Yeah, we just played Tactics. The other game that I'm nerding out about that's kind of newsworthy because they just announced the 6th version of it. This is what I get the most nerdy. So my favorite PC game of all time that I have clocked in just for one version of the game. It's been around since I think 91.
Mm-hmm.
I have for just the 5th version, I've clocked in 538 hours.
Oh, how many days is that?
The game is Civilization, or Civ 5. They just announced Civ 6 that's coming out.
Oh, nice.
In just Civ 5, I've clocked in that many hours. It might be up to 600 or over 600. I don't know. I have to look at my Steam account.
Mm-hmm.
No, people out there, I quit smoking. It'll be 5 years in November.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yay.
But my stress reliever since is this game. Every time I get stressed out, this is my go-to game because it's tactical, but it's simplistic. Mm-hmm. So you know what you're doing and how to conquer the world, and you feel like I accomplished something. I'm Gandhi and I've nuked the fuck out of France. Take that, Napoleon, or take that, Bismarck, and you feel better about life and you calm down a bit. So I've played it so many hours.
Nice. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. No, it's super dirty. Dustin has totally walked in on me, and I have a TV on. I'm like binge watching Daredevil, playing Civilization. He says barbecue slathered over me. Which is,
I saw your Twitter, your post about that.
Yeah. Really happened frequently. That's not just one event. So we World of Warcraft, 280 or so days in World of Warcraft. I'm like, Flip, I need to know. Flip, you need to tell me what you think of the Warcraft movie. I've seen it. We saw a press screening of it. I don't want to tell you what happens.
How was it?
I don't want to bias anybody.
Oh, okay. All right, well, wait.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it. I cheated and I Snapchatted my expression after it.
Uh-huh.
If you're a Warcraft fan, I think it's worth seeing. How about that?
Okay, there you go.
But you should talk to me about it. Please tweet me.
Love
that. Claire and I don't know if people know that. I know you know this. We sold the show to Machinima, and we're doing a Warcraft episode, like a special. Mm-hmm. And Duncan Jones's people are reviewing the script right now, and I'm just like, Bowie's son is looking at my game.
That's awesome.
And we gotta wrap it up. That was the Geek That Was.
It happened.
What are you looking forward to in the next coming week? What's happening with you?
In general, or
in geek world, in your world?
Oh man, I don't even know. I never know what is happening more than like a second before it does. What's going on? Well, I'll be back in LA on Monday night. I'm going to see something's going on for Star Trek on Friday. It's the 50th anniversary, so something for full screen that I'm going to check out, but I don't totally know what that is, but love Star Trek, so excited to see what that is.
That is so exciting. Please Snapchat all of that so we can all watch it.
I will. We got some of our friends going to roller derby in the comments. Have fun.
Okay. Rhea is he is a ref for roller derby.
Oh, that's
thanks Laudra for my sim time. I know it's such a great game. Do you guys have any questions for us before we sign off? Like we've got a good 5 minutes.
Let me scroll through these and see if there's anything else in here. I was trying to think of what other games that I was playing, but
what about the Korean kitty game?
The which one?
Isn't there like a kitty game that you've been playing?
Oh, that's the Neko Atsumi. I'm still playing it. Let me show you my camera, because I have the dessert background. I don't know if anybody else has that one. It was they released it a couple months ago, so it's been around for a second. But I have no cats right now.
Did they scamper off?
What?
Did they scamper off? Did they scamper?
Yeah, well, I didn't feed them yet today. So, but here's my little area of all my. That's like a little cream puff and another little like crumpet thing and a lollipop lamp. Let me go over here. And then here's my little dessert table, pancake cushion.
Alyssa, do you know that they rated your dream diary and like made a game out of it?
Well, it was so funny. Like I was almost getting bored of the game, and then they released this dessert background. Like they literally knew the exact thing to suck me back into this game.
Sirens went off, and you're like, we're losing her.
We gotta get her back. Yeah, they got me. They got me.
That's too cute. You know what I realized?
What?
We haven't told people. This is newsworthy and question. So Launch asked if we're going to do this sort of thing again, and I guess this is a good enough time to tell people we're going to switch up the Geek That Was a little bit. So Geek That Was will still be bi-weekly, hopefully one day weekly, where we'll do like our weekend update style jokes. And it'll be a shorter program, so it'll just be the jokes, and then maybe like a long form investigative, like a last week with John Oliver thing. I don't know if we'll do it every show, but that's definitely a hope of ours. And then this sort of discussion you're seeing now, we're gonna do a podcast,
and it's gonna be us, Claire, Nikki, or is it not Claire? Just Nikki.
I don't think Claire's in. I hope she comes along for the ride because everything's better with Claire. But it's going to be a geek podcast, and Claire is just learning about this stuff. So I don't know how often she'll want to be on. But
yeah. But we'll have our friend Nikki Black, who was on guest hosting a couple episodes ago. So she'll be there every show. And what's the name of our other?
Abria.
Yes.
Abria is super, super cool. Really funny comedian lady. Also, like born into the geekery. You'll absolutely adore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is coming your way.
I'll flip.
Are we gonna do it live? You think?
Do it live? No.
Are we gonna do it? Okay, we'll do it live.
We should do more things like this though, because it seems like it's going pretty good.
Yeah, I guess this is our time to say goodbye.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Aaron Faust, Ladroop, Rachel Penna, Flip Gaming, Jessica Pritchard. Who else is in here?
You said Ladroop. You said Aaron.
Rhea, Jay-Z. Did I miss anybody?
Dustin.
And Patty Sue out there. Xander. Thank you all for coming. Really appreciate you guys coming every time and, tweeting us every day.
Yeah.
It really is
Freezing.
it's so sweet to get messages from you guys every day and that you guys you're there for us.
And the people who couldn't make it, we're gonna put this up. So if you couldn't watch live, maybe you're watching now. And hi, thanks for hanging with us for the hour. Our friend Peter is now in San Diego and he wanted to watch. Yeah.
So if you're tuning in later, we still love you, but slightly less than people who are here now. But it's okay.
But that's natural.
Yeah.
All right, Alyssa, have a very, very fun time and a safe trip home.
Thank you. Yeah, have a great rest of your weekend in LA, and I'll be back soon.
Bye, guys.